99.9% of the time, if you get placed with a random roommate, it's not gonna work out.
I decide doing what I want. Hope you know what you want.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Akira. I do beauty vlogs and more on this channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you're not new here, thank you for tuning back into my video. And I hope you guys enjoy the video today. I'm gonna tell you guys 10 things I wish I knew before attending NCAT in honor of the fall 23 semester coming to a close. I wanna let the upcoming people know what to expect when attending this university. A small disclaimer. First, start by saying, please do your own research on this university before you come here, okay? Please do not take what you see on TikTok, even what you see from my video, and run with it, because you need to do your own specific research on what you want to do when you come to this university. You need to search your major, the programs that are offered here, the professors, the team, like all of that, so you don't come here and get let down because you were expecting, oh, this, that, and the third that you heard from TikTok. TikTok is not gonna tell you everything, baby. Y'all just see the parties, the cute dogs hopping, the Kappa strolling, and y'all just be like, oh, I wanna go to NCAT. And then you get here and then you're like, dang, like this isn't what I thought it was, or I'm ready to transfer. Well, booking, now you don't waste your money because you don't wanna do no research. So please tap in and do your own research before you come to this university. But you know, Aggie Pride, I really would love for anybody who's thinking about coming here to attend a university. There's space for everybody. To start off, orientation. Once you enroll into the university, this is how the process basically goes. You apply, you get accepted, you do your enrollment fee. Once you actually decide you're going to come here, you pay your enrollment fee, your housing fee, this, that, and the third, and then you select your orientation. Okay, when you select your orientation, this is the most important thing ever, because if you get an early orientation, you get better selection at housing rather than late orientation. Me personally, I went to the 5th NSO. Thankfully, I still got good housing, but that was with a lot of different stipulations. But once you go to your orientation, you need to make sure that you are paying attention at the orientation. Now, when I tell you orientation is fun, I had an absolute blast in my orientation. Lots of videos, lots of fun, lots of new faces. You need to make sure you come out of your shell at orientation. You don't need to be there shy and reserved. Like, I understand if you are a shy and reserved person, but this is not the time to be, as Mikey would say, be bougie. Make sure you're talking to the people around you, because it's going to be really hard for you to enjoy yourself if you don't talk to the people there and if you didn't come with people, if that makes sense. At orientation, they give you guys a lot of information on housing, financial aid, scholarships, that, and the third. So I definitely will say pay attention at orientation. Yes, you're there to have fun, but this is also your orientation. They're welcoming you into the school. And this is when you get a lot of the information that you're not going to get. They don't give you that information a lot throughout the year. So when you go to orientation, ask questions, participate, and learn those chants. I'm going to tell you this right now. Can't tell y'all too much because it's like it's Aggie exclusive, but baby, AGGIEPRI, y'all need to know. I want y'all to be able to finish it, you know? So please pay attention and participate, learn those chants, have fun, okay? Like, when you go to orientation, please have fun. One thing, I was really shy when I went to orientation. You need to be able to make friends quickly. Not saying these need to be your, oh, like, these are my besties, but like, you need to be open to talking to new people, but it's college, you know? Next, your major. Okay, so people will tell you, oh, you don't need to know what you want to do when you come into college. It's okay to be undeclared, da 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 da. I will have to disagree, because this is how A&T works. A&T accepts a lot of people, and it's too much for the capacity of their classes, their dorms, and all that. So me personally, I'm gonna speak from experience. I came in, I registered for my class. You know, I had a late NSO and whatnot. So by the time it was time for me to pick classes, there were no classes. Y'all know, as a freshman, you're supposed to take your gen ed classes, your maths, your English, history, this, that, and the third. I didn't get any of that. Freshman year, I'm in criminal justice classes. I did not take any math, history, none of that. No, they put me right in the classes for my major because that's all that was available. I didn't get the gen eds. So say you're undeclared, they're going to be placing you in classes that aren't even in your curriculum. Well, you don't even have a curriculum if you're undeclared. Being undeclared is okay, but I feel like don't milk it out longer than you need to. Taking all these classes that don't fall into a major because you're undeclared, and the next thing you know, junior year gets here, you decide what you want to do, but you don't have any classes because you just got into your major. So now you have all these classes that you have to take. My best advice for somebody who does not know what they want to do or what major they want to have before they go into college: community college. Community college is your best friend. I feel like that is the smarter and more affordable option for people who don't know what they want to do in college or are not sure if college is even for them. I feel like don't waste your time or the school time or your parents' money or your money going to college, being undeclared for years on edge, when you could just go to community college and figure out what you want to do before you go to college. But that's just my personal opinion, okay? Dorm life, okay? This kind of ties back into what I was saying about how populated North Carolina A&T is. Personally, this is a story time for another video. I can't give y'all the goods right now on my roommate, but Buki, best believe it's coming. It's coming soon. I'm supposed to be roommates with one girl, and that did not work out as planned. So I got placed with a random roommate. That also did not work out as planned, and that's why I'm coming here to tell you guys, make sure that you have your stuff organized when it comes down to the housing. If you have a roommate picked out, like you talk to somebody, you have the roommate picked out, make sure that that can follow through. Like, make sure they're not in any special communities in school, like live and learning communities or honor students with this, that, and the third, because those students can only stay together. Like you, if you're not in an LLC, live and learning community, or honor student, or special in those special programs, you cannot room with somebody that is. So make sure that you have all that figured out before you get on campus, because 99.9% of the time, if you get placed with a random roommate, it's not gonna work out. I feel like personally they know that it's not gonna work out, because in my head, if she does not have a roommate already, if nobody else is wanting to be her roommate, why would I? And on top of that, once you have your roommate figured out, whether it's somebody who you randomly got placed with or somebody you picked, make sure that you establish boundaries. Establish boundaries with that roommate and make sure that those boundaries are not crossed, because once your roommate starts doing stuff that you're not okay with and you don't fix it when it happens, you're done. Like, you can't correct it later on, because it's like you was letting them do it before, so now they think it's okay. It turns into a big spiral of like confrontation. Don't be confrontational. Be that person that's always like, oh, we can fight about it. Like, you'll get kicked out of school. Fighting is not, it was never cute, but it's not gonna fly in college. You will be kicked out of school, and if you're 18, you're going to jail. Charges will be pressed. So set boundaries, but make sure that like you stand on your boundaries. I feel as though if the things, like if I looked out for those things that I just mentioned to you, like the different communities and making sure everything was set in stone before like picking a roommate and this, that, and the third, then I feel like it probably would have been a little bit better. But you know, we all know for the future, right? That is definitely one to look out for, because a bad roommate can make or break your college experience. It even goes for the ones you pick. Like, you never know, because these are, again, random people. But just make sure you establish boundaries, because you both have to live there. You both have to come to a common ground, and everybody was not raised the same, so everybody does not know how to keep themselves up to your standards. Next, we're gonna talk about GHO. Now, I'm pretty sure if you're thinking about coming to NCAT, you know about GHO. And I don't care, it's biased. We have the best homecoming on earth here at North Carolina A&T. And I just want to tell you guys a little bit about GHO, okay? GHO next year will be like mid-October, I think the 19th, if I'm not mistaken. The dates are released. Once you know that you're coming to NCAT, baby, prepare for GHO. Outfits ready, save your money, and get your tickets. Get your tickets. Not tickets to the party, but tickets to like the concerts and stuff like that that's gonna happen around that time, because once those prices come, like once the stuff gets released to the public outside of the school, prices skyrocket, and then people on campus will scam you. You're gonna try to buy a ticket from somebody, they're gonna sell that ticket to 20 other people on campus, and now you're in line at a party, you've been standing in line for 30 minutes and you're not getting in there. You're not getting in there because you got scammed. Please plan accordingly and take your vitamins, y'all. Take your vitamins. I tell y'all, GHO came around. Tap into my previous video It'll be right there in my GHO vlog. I was sick from the middle of GHO until the end because I was not, like, I didn't take it serious. People said take your vitamins. Build your immune system up for GHO, because that GHO flu, that GHO sickness is no joke. When I tell you, it's like a different kind of sickness. Like, it felt like death. I was not ready for that. But I'm still alive. But like, it was definitely hard. It's draining me to even get up and go to class. But take your vitamins and make sure you have medicine with you, because throughout that week it's gonna be something serious. Those staple pieces, nice little sweater, those nice shoes, that nice bag, make sure you have all that ahead of time, because the mailroom gets extremely slow. Mailroom takes forever to get you your notification to come pick up your package, or they will send you that notification at 4:50 knowing the mailroom closes at 5 because they don't want to do it. Next, to tag along with GHO, we're gonna say parties. Okay, so parties at NCAT. You guys may be like, oh, you go to a party school, da 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 da. I came to NCAT for an education. Like, I'm gonna party here and there, but I came here to get my education. Parties here do get very repetitive. I'm not gonna knock no promoters, because like I said, everybody gotta get their business somehow. But some of these promoters are very weird, it's very strange, and they are predators. So do your homework on these party promoters before y'all just go jumping to their parties, okay? Just because the tickets is cheap or they're free don't mean that you need to attend that party, okay? Thank you. Don't pay more than $15 for a party ticket. Not worth it, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna go to that party and you're gonna hear the same music that was playing 3 parties ago. Welcome week, I was outside every day. The rest of the year I was not partying. I was not partying at all until GHO. Then GHO came around and I was back outside the whole week. Personally, I can do a few parties, but for a while it's like my social battery is gone and I want to be at home. If you're more of a kickback girly, I'm just gonna have to say that's word of mouth, because most of the kickback type parties I've been to has just been dorm parties. Like, they've been in the common areas or like inside of a suite. But if you go to a kickback, do not go to cottages, baby. Stay away from cottages. We don't, No party is that necessary for you to go party in cottages, okay? Okay, thank you. Have fun. Like I said, you're coming to NCAT. You're gonna party regardless. Have fun, but just know it's okay to miss a few parties. Actually, most of them are gonna be the same. And then that first week on campus, baby, they are gonna stroll their butts off. And I love a good stroll, so I'm not gonna be one to tell you not to go to a party because they're gonna stroll. But just know you're gonna see it 30 other times that same week. So it's okay, relax, get yourself together. You don't have to be at every function. It's better if you're not at every function. To each its own, to each its own. Next topic we are going to cover is going to be food. Let me tell y'all something. Okay, you get flex and you have meal swipes. Your flex, I just learned this like a few weeks ago. Your flex resets after the semester is over. It does not roll over. I personally had $350 in flex, so you need to use that entire $350 before the semester ends, because baby, you don't, it poof is gone. It does not roll over into the spring semester. Meal swipes. The meal swipes, they roll over each week. Reset back at whatever amount you chose when you picked your meal plan. We have 2 different calves. We got the big calf and the mini calf. I love the mini calf. You can never go wrong in a mini calf. Specifically like the mini calf because the workers in a big calf, and this is also a topic for another video, so I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but the workers in the big calf have the nastiest attitudes on earth. And I promise y'all, they get what's coming to them sometimes, because what gags me is that some of them be students. You work here, you chose to work here, didn't nobody make you work here. Don't act like I'm forcing you to be here, right? The old workers are the ones that really have it coming for them, because why do you have an attitude with me and I'm just trying to eat? Please be aware the workers in the big cap have very nasty attitudes, and if they catch you on the wrong day, all I'm gonna say is I'll never look at you crazy if you curse them out. But yes, the mini cap is inside the stew. I'm closer to like the northeast side of campus, and then William is closer to the south side of campus. Other restaurants like 1891, Aggie Wings, Sub Connections, and Qdoba. really eat at Qdoba, but them other places, you know, they're good too, but they're also hit or miss, and that's what you can use your flex dollars on. And we also have Chick-fil-A. The Chick-fil-A line, I swear to you, that line do not get short until the end of the semester when everybody is out of their flex dollars. I really don't go to Chick-fil-A, but if you a Chick-fil-A girly or Chick-fil-A guy, tap in. One time I did go, baby, my chicken nuggets were burnt. They were burnt. So I ain't been back since, but everything does close fairly early. I can say that about like 10 o'clock, the food places on campus are closed. So if you're one of those night eaters like I am, I would say invest in some groceries. Please buy some groceries for your dorm, but don't splurge, because that's what I did. I splurged, and it's just like I'm not even in my dorm enough to have all this food. So then it's just sitting there. And I'm gonna end up taking it back home over break because I didn't really eat it that much on campus. And then there's also like food places like 5 minutes up the street, literally in walking distance from the school, Cookout, McDonald's, Sonic, all that. I personally don't know if I would walk there alone because we're in Greensboro, and you know, they get down over here. Like they say, that Cookout walk is a walk you must take. In my humble opinion, it ain't that bad. Next, we're gonna talk about the professors. Personally, I love my professors up and down because they did a big ones. Being a teacher's pet or a kiss up is not really a thing in college, honestly speaking. I feel like if anything, this is the one place where you do want to be a kiss up or a teacher's pet, because at the end of the day, they make or break your grade. Like, you are a teacher's pet or a kiss up, you think you have a better chance of getting your B bumped up to an A, or the guy that sit in the back of the class and act like he don't care about his education. Oh, okay. Yes, please talk and connect with your professors, not just so you can have an easy way out if you start slacking, but really your professors are humans too. And at the end of the day, even though you might not be thinking about that right now, in the future you're going to need internships, you're going to need letters of recommendations for those internships, you're going to need help when you get out of college. We'll say get in good with your professors. My rule of thumb is if your professor can point you out and know you by name, you're on a good path. Like, you're going down a good path, because they have 60 students in their class and they know you by name. You're doing your big one. You're stepping out. Like, you're doing your big one for them. Professors here, well, the ones I have come across, the professors, the department chair, the head, they are all very kind and very understanding. Like, this semester, my mental was just like diminishing. Like, it was drastically declining. And I let my professors know. I was just like, it's really hard for me right now to have the motivation to do my work. Like, I promise you I'm trying, but it's not there. And they were just like, they were really understanding because I came to them. Like, and it's not like, you can honestly email them. I'm sure it'll have the same effect. But me personally, I was in their face talking to them. Show your face. Let your face be known to your professors. Go to class. Please go to class. You can go to class and still have fun. Your professors are there for you. They're not going to be like your teachers in high school. They're not going to hold your hand, but college is very unserious sometimes. I can tell you, I'm not going to tell you which class or which professor who's literally watching music videos in her class for the entire class period, and we all got A's just for coming that day. Like, I promise you, college is so unserious. And if you're just be yourself, honestly, reach out to the professors, show your face, show your interest, show that you want to be here. They're going to help you get there. At the end of the day, I feel like your professors don't need to be your best friends, but definitely make those connections and getting good with them. The next topic is going to be time management. This kind of ties in with the professor things. I can definitely say time flies once you get on campus. Like, once you touch down on campus, it's like August to December is a week. When I first got here, I definitely was not like serious the fact that I'm in college now and the deadlines are on me. It's not on the professors to tell me that I have something to do. So before homecoming, I really was just brushing stuff off and, you know, oh, okay, I'm good. But no, I was not good. Like, my grades were still good, but I was really procrastinating really bad. And then after homecoming, it was like everything started to hit at once. Those exam dates are gonna come up, those final paper dates are gonna hit you like a hurricane, babe. Like, that it's gonna come really fast. Blackboard, I don't know if you guys use like Canvas or Google Classroom. Blackboard is completely different from that. Blackboard does not notify you when you have an assignment due. Baby, it don't notify you when an assignment is past due either. You don't know until you go in there and you see, oh, I had an assignment due last night. But then at that point, like, you're too far gone. What I do is I do use the Blackboard calendar, but I also have a Google calendar that I put together myself. Yes, a Google calendar that helps me to keep track of all my deadlines, all of the assignments that I have due, and the different like services that I want to do on campus. I put that all in the calendar so I can make sure to schedule my day accordingly, because if I don't have my day planned out, something is going to get looked over, and I try my best to be involved as well as keep myself on top of my grades here. Service is very important here, and they give you so many opportunities to get service hours. So I feel like if you come here, definitely try to get involved and engage with the community here, but also manage your time accordingly. Next thing we're gonna talk about is transportation. So under certain stipulations, this can be a different case, but the overall rule is that freshmen are not allowed to have their cars on campus. But honestly speaking, it's probably for the best because there's no parking here anyway. Even the upperclassmen that bring their cars here don't drive, like they don't drive to class. They really leave their cars at their off-campus places, and they walk to class because there's no parking here. It makes no sense to drive out here just to look for parking for an hour. But Uber and Lyft have student accounts that give you basically discounts and promotions on your rides, and I personally have become a very frequent user of that. Uber and Lyft have become my best friends, and I'm not sure when you're able to sign up for it, but I know I signed up over the summer right before I got here using my Aggie email. So yes, do your research on the Uber and Lyft student accounts before you get here, because those, you're gonna use Uber and Lyft a lot unless you're gonna walk. But I'm not a huge walker if it's not around campus. Like if I'm going somewhere off campus, I'm not walking because I don't know Greensboro, and I don't feel safe walking outside of the gates of this campus. Another option is the bus pass. It changes every year, but the school does provide a free bus pass for the city bus. I'm not a fan of the city bus at all. After the encounter I had on the city bus, I'm not a huge fan of it. But if that's something you're used to, if that's something that you can pull yourself to do, then by all means, babe, take the city bus, use that bus pass, because that is very good. That's very good transportation, especially to get to like Walmart and things of that such. If that's something you're used to, I would definitely say to look into that once you get on campus, because transportation is key once you get out here, especially if you aren't from around here or you don't have family and stuff out here. Y'all, my voice is cracking, I'm sorry. Next is going to be the train. The train has also become my best friend. The Amtrak, I think that's how you say it, 5 minutes up the street from the campus. Tickets are very cheap, babe. Depending on where you're going. Like if y'all are out of state, I don't know how much y'all tickets cost, but tickets are very cheap, and there's a student discount. I'm gonna always let y'all know what is a student discount, because as broke college students, we all gotta stick together. So when you get your tickets, type in a little code. I was gonna put the code on the screen, but I think it changes per semester. So look up Amtrak student discount code and get your discount for the train. Last but not least, relationships. Okay, personally, do not like get into with the guys out here, only because I know how they are. Before I even got here, I knew how they were. The college environment is not nowhere to find love, baby. Don't come out here looking for your Aggie love story. It ain't gonna happen. Maybe in grad school, but undergrad, they're out here to play and pimp. The men here are not looking for love. Now I don't know about the girls, but the NCAT are not out here looking for love. At the end of the day, the guys out here are very, very, very bold. I walk out of my dorm sometimes looking very questionable, and they still, yo, and it's very scary actually. I don't really be having it in me to sit there, entertain it, or flirt with them. But if you just have that flirt for fun, or you like the attention, girl, you do you. Go ahead and tap in with the men, but don't take it serious, and don't revolve around them. Don't revolve around no man, because at the end of the day, baby, you could be laid up in his bed. So you walk into the caf and he with another girl. You walk in the stew, he with another girl. Do not revolve your world around no NCAT man, okay? I'll tell you a little secret. Half of them are burning and the other half got girlfriends at home. Yeah. Me personally, I'm not looking for an Aggie love story. I'm not tapping in with no NCAT man. But You do you, just be warned. You was warned by Akira of how to get down out here, okay? Okay. Guys out here are very weird, very predatory, like R. Kelly type beat. So please, please, please be careful when you get out here. Don't get yourself into something that you don't want. But if you do, Title IX, please let them know what's going on. Campus police, UPD, and whatnot, they really aren't the best at resolving those issues. But once you get enough coverage, tell somebody. Tell somebody, don't stop telling anybody. If something happens to you out here, let it be known, because that's not something that needs to be swept under the rug. That's going to be the conclusion of my video. 10 things I wish I knew before attending NCAT. I love my illustrious. Let me end by saying that I love my illustrious Aggie pride. Wouldn't trade it for the world, but there are some things that you should know before you attend. And I hope you learned them from watching this video. If you have any more questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram. It'll be in the outro. And thank you for watching my video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in to the next video.